how can we be who we're meant to be based on the vision of our faith if we're denied the right to employ and engage people and even present the true nature of the human person?
When children are greeted, asking them, which pronouns do you prefer? What do you mean? They are confusing kids unnecessarily.
Yes, ultimately, where we get our hope from as Christians is that Jesus is still on the throne. That's not changed.
That's what submission means. It doesn't mean being trampled down, but it means being a stakeholder. Leadership is action, not position.
We are here until, say, law, which allows babies to have the same rights as everybody else, and we're not going to go away. I can guarantee that we won't.
But we have to see the bigger picture. If we don't get everything we want, there's no reason to give up. You keep fighting more.
And the government have weaponized feelings, and they're effectively creating blasphemy laws to outlaw Christianity, the foundation of our nation.
May we continue to boldly stand as a light in the darkness, a voice for truth and a force for good.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Here I Stand podcast, a podcast for the young conservatives for Christ, which is available on YouTube, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And clips go up on our Instagram pages, and you can find all the links in the description. Well, today we are outside of the studio. As you can see, we're in the Melbourne CBD of all places, with a man who needs no introduction. We have former Victorian MP, stalwart defender of the unborn, Bernie Finn. Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, thanks, John. It's good to be here. Really is.
You're our first guest to be back on twice. So
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, definitely is. And I think it would be remiss if we didn't mention Charlie Kirk's assassination merely a couple of days ago. I was heartbroken when I heard the news when I woke up. He was certainly an inspiration to so many young people, especially to me. I've definitely been inspired, and for me it was that the gospel was at the centre of everything he did. Yes. If you want to...
Well, you know, I think it's an unspeakable tragedy what's happened, and I mean it's just from so many angles. You've got his wife, his little kids who are going to be without him, obviously. But you've also got from the aspect of the organisation. I mean, he was a great leader. He was widely tipped to be a future president of the United States. To lose somebody, we can't afford to lose people like that. You know, and unfortunately, very tragically, that has happened. But if you stand against Satan, he will sometimes strike back.
That's right.
And that, unfortunately, is what has happened on this occasion. And you know, I think we have to just accept that if we take stands in the name of what is good, we're not going to have an easy life.
That's right.
And that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, he's had the extreme situation. But you know, we can use him as an inspiration for a very, very long time to come. You know, he may no longer be with us in the physical sense, but certainly in the spiritual sense, and in the looking ahead sense, if I could use that term. He certainly is, and you know, we certainly will not forget him, and he is a great man.
Absolutely. I think they tried to silence him with this, but I think because of this, people are going to be even more bolder, I think. I think so, yeah. I really hope that for the conservative and Christian movement.
Well, we've seen the impact that it's had on millions of people throughout the world. Young people in particular, as you said, have been deeply distressed by it. And I think they will be reinforced. They will be committed now to the cause that Charlie died for.
Absolutely. And now we come to the march again, which we have every year, and this year is the 17th anniversary of abortion being made legal in Victoria. It's available up to birth. You can get a selective abortion, you can get a partial birth abortion. It's really quite horrid, isn't it?
It is absolutely appalling, and I remember during the debate in the Parliament, I put up an amendment to ban partial birth abortion, which is a truly hideous and vile and satanic, could I say, form of killing anyone, and to be confronted with people who were so committed to killing babies that they would even support partial birth abortion, and something that is banned in the United States, but here in Australia it's open slather, and I think it's just horrid. It is vile. It is satanic, as I said. I mean, I just can't think of another word to describe it.
Absolutely. And this year's theme for the march is abortion is not healthcare. And this is a huge argument that's used by the pro-abortion movement, that abortion is healthcare, and that's why we have to defend it. And I'm actually shocked that they really do believe it is healthcare.
Well, they're convinced themselves, and the fact of the matter is that the pro-abortion lobby, the pro-abortion industry, they believe, so they tell us, that babies aren't human beings, which is just clearly nonsensical. I think, and I go back to Bertram Weiner, who was I suppose, king of the abortionists here in Australia.
Right.
And I said to him one day outside his clinic, I said, Bert, tell me, do you really believe that what you're doing in there is not destroying human life? And he said, he looked at me in the eye and he said, I know what I'm doing destroys human life.
That's disgusting.
He said that. He was sitting in his Bentley outside his clinic where we were helping women who were coming in to have their babies killed, or hopefully not have their babies killed, depending on how successful we were. But he said that. He said, I know what I'm doing destroys human life.
Wow.
So, they know what they're doing. Don't be conned by these people. They actually know what they're doing.
Yeah. And it's funny, I was talking with someone recently because the topic of Charlie Kirk came up and then abortion came up through that. And I said, do you think it's okay to murder your child in the case of rape, even if it's in the first whatever amount of weeks? And they said, yeah, that's fine. And I'm thinking, are you serious that murder is okay just because of rape? And I didn't get to mention it, but rape is only 1% of all abortions.
Yeah. Well, I say to people who give us the rape argument, which always comes up, because that's all I've got, many of them. I just say to them, look, if you want to satisfy your bloodlust, kill the father.
Yeah.
He's the one who's committed a crime here, not the mother, not the child. Kill the father. They have a tendency to go off about it because they don't believe in capital punishment. Now, please, I'm not a great supporter of capital punishment either.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, if you're prepared to kill a little baby for something that he or she has not done, why wouldn't you be prepared to kill the father for what he has done? Makes sense to me.
It does make sense to me. And to me it seems that the pro-abortion movement seems to have a very low view of pregnancy and motherhood and life in general.
Yes, they do. And they're a very sad crew. They really are. And many of them are defending what they have done in years gone by. And, I know people, women in their 70s who are still trying to defend what they did, 40, 50 years ago. And I feel very, very sorry for them. I really do feel very, very sad for them because they have lived through this pain. They have lived through this it is really agony. And they are still fighting against the reality that what they have done is to kill their child.
Yeah, that's right. And obviously you've been at this fight for a long time. What do you think are one or a couple of the best arguments against abortion that we can use in common everyday conversation?
Well, there's two arguments clearly that stand out. And one is that every abortion kills a baby. Now, whatever you say, whatever you do, there is no getting away from that. If you have an abortion, you kill your child, and there's no getting away from that. That is a simple biological fact. And there's no doubt about that. The other thing that a lot of people don't realise is that abortion also hurts women. It hurts the mums of those babies that have been killed. And we have seen, as I said, a lot of women over decades are still going through this agony of having been through it. Now, some regret deeply what they've done. Others try to defend, as I said before, try to defend what they've done and justify it. But either way, it hurts the women. If you have a situation where a baby's being killed and his or her mother is being permanently injured, psychologically and sometimes physically as well, who are the winners here? I mean, the only winners are the abortionists, they make a good dollar out of it. There's no doubt about that. But if we care about people, and we do, why would we suggest to somebody that they kill their baby and put themselves in diabolical risk? Why would you do that?
That's right.
I mean, that is just insane. Just insane. So, they're the two arguments that I put up. I mean, there are other arguments that we could go on with forever. But in a nutshell, what we care about are babies and their mums. And that's what we're on about. We want to ensure that the baby lives and that the mum gets the best go possible. We are very supportive and very active in a lot of situations where a mum needs help. Yes, they do. And I'm very proud. Pride is not something that I should be, but I'm very pleased that I was there on at least 3 occasions all those years ago when women needed my help outside the clinic while going in to kill their baby, and I said, you don't have to do this. There is help available, and we were able to provide help. They had their babies, and as I say, at least 3 occasions that I'm aware of, babies were born that wouldn't have been born if I'd not been there to offer that assistance. I know that around the world there are people doing this. Of course, in Australia it's now illegal. You can't pray outside an abortion clinic. You can't offer help. We live in a democracy. I don't think so. Around the world there are people who are offering assistance to pregnant women every day. And saving them from making a dreadful decision. From that perspective, I think that what the pro-life movement does is just so incredibly important.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of women that are in these situations, they think that abortion is the only option, but
they do.
It's not the only option.
Well, the great irony is, of course, that we know that choice is the great argument from the abortion industry. But we hear from so many women, almost the majority of women who have abortions say it's because they had no choice. So where is the irony there? It's just quite extraordinary. If we want to give people choice, if we want to give women choice, well then let's get on with it. But let's not just give them one choice.
That's right.
And what's happening in this country and around, particularly in Victoria, is that it's been pushed down their throats. Women are being forced into this purely because they feel that they have no choice. And I have seen situations where women, young girls, have been dragged through the gates of abortion clinics by their mother. Boyfriends, husbands, they're in much the same. I remember one day outside the clinic, this guy came in and he said he abused us, of course, and said, "This has got me off so many rape charges." So this is what this is. It hurts. It kills babies. It hurts women, and men use it to get away with some heinous crimes.
That's right.
So it is a win-win for the industry and for those who have committed those crimes, but for women and for babies, they always lose.
That's right. And I think if you're looking for help on the March of the Babies website, we've got so many links to pregnancy help throughout Victoria that you can help women that think that abortion is the only option. It certainly is not, and there's plenty of people that are willing to help, and babies, parents that are willing to adopt babies as well. That's certainly something that's not appreciated enough. And so the March of the Babies, it's on this year. It's on the 11th of October. It's a Saturday at 1 p.m. Starting down there at Treasury Gardens.
It is just down the road.
Just down the road.
Yes.
And we've got some really good speakers.
We have got some great speakers, and one in particular is a doctor, because one of the big issues is conscience. Because what these people are insisting on doing, the abortion industry is insisting on doing, is taking the right of conscience away from medical practitioners and from nurses, and forcing them into performing abortions. Now, this is appalling, and we've seen in Canberra what happened when there was a hospital up there, the Calvary Hospital, a Catholic hospital, that refused to commit abortions, and they took it over.
Yeah, that's right.
Ripped down the cross. And who will ever forget that appalling scene? And now they kill babies at that hospital. So it really is an appalling situation. And Dr. Mark Hobart, who is a friend of us all, will be one of the speakers at the march. But we will have a number of speakers who will speak about the experience that women have had in the aftermath of an abortion. And we hope that there will be many thousands of people there to support them, to listen to their stories, and to show the general community that we're not going away. We are here for the fight, and we're going to win.
That's right. And you've definitely got to be there. There's going to be thousands of people. You've got to make your voice heard. The only way we're going to change the laws in this country is if we change the culture.
Yes.
And we've got to make abortion a topic that's being discussed. And for those who are probably discouraged at the state of Victoria, other states have had movements, especially South Australia in the last 12 months. They've had 2 pro-life bills go through Parliament. One went down by 1 vote last year. It's coming back again to ban late-term abortion. So have hope, because there is definitely hope that people, once they realise that abortion is available up to birth, that they're not for that. And we got to remember,
when we give up hope, we walk away. We walk away, and that's just not on. That's not happening.
That's right. And so we've also got flyers that you can give out. March of the Babies flyers. It states what's available in Victoria in terms of abortion, and it's a really good flyer. And if you want to get some flyers out to churches to people email us. It's on the March of the Babies website, and we'll get them to you. And the flyers are also available online for PDFs. They're on X, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. So there's got no excuse. You've got it.
I was just about to use that same expression. No excuse. Excuse.
You've got no excuse. You've got to get the word out. And it's going to be great, and we're saving babies. That's what we're doing.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about. So Bernie, thank you for coming back on the podcast.
No, thank you, John. It's been a real pleasure, and look forward to seeing you on the 11th.
Absolutely.